Posting on social media, the good, the bad, and overcoming the fear if you want to get started. Hi everyone, I'm Emily and welcome back to my channel. So like I said, in today's video, we're going to talk all things social media. So this video is going to be very raw, minimally edited, and basically me just talking. I want to make it feel kind of podcast style. So with that being said, let's get into it. I know I don't have a ton of subscribers on YouTube, but it is slowly growing and I'm getting there. But I do have 25.5K on TikTok, and I have posted on social media for about 4 years with taking some breaks in between there, but I have made money on social media and, like I said, taken breaks and come back. So I think I have a lot of advice and things to talk about when it comes to all things posting on social media. So first, let's dive into the good, because that's what you see every time you're on social media for the most part, is all the goods about posting on social media. So first, you can make money on social media, of course. You can make money through ads, sponsorships, you can get brand deals, you can make UGC videos, you can have affiliate links, you can post on TikTok Shop and people use that link and you get money. There is the Creator Fund on TikTok. So there are a lot of avenues that you can take to make money. Now, I'm not saying that it's easy. A lot of the times you need a certain amount of subscribers to open the portal to make money that way, or get people to actually click on your link to then make money off of a link if you're trying to get them to buy something. It's not just oh, hey, I'm going to make money on social media and just do it. There's a reason why only a certain amount of people do it, because it is pretty challenging. If you want to take the leap and actually do it, you can. It just takes a lot of time, commitment, and actually putting in the work to do it. And number 2 for the good is that it is really fun. And I have 3 bullet points under having fun, because you can be very creative. You kind of begin to live your life in a way that you realize every little thing can be content, and how to make that fun and almost romanticizing your life, which is really cool and actually something special. It is hard on the flip side to just like always have your camera and always be thinking about that, but it almost makes you, what's the word? It almost makes you appreciate the little things. You can make a bomb video by just making your morning coffee and posting that on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, and people love that. So you really become creative and think of like new ways to make content without it becoming a burden in your life all the time. Like you can do just your normal everyday things and make it like really creative and fun, which is a really cool way to just look back at your life and, like I said, romanticize it. You can also find a hidden passion that you didn't even know you had. So you can find a certain video that you have so much fun making, and it literally becomes a passion to make that type of content, or like a certain cooking video or something, whatever it may be. You might open up this whole new thing that you're like, I absolutely love this and I'm having so much fun, which is how it should be and how you should have something like that in life, because it's not just work. Like you need to have like a fun, creative outlet that is your passion, because that's really going to fill up your cup, where work sometimes can lower it. I know there's people that absolutely love their job and it does fill up their cup, but somebody like me who works in corporate, it kind of depletes my cup. So I like to have this to fill up my cup, have fun, be creative, find passion. But finally, my 3rd point under having fun is that you get to try new things. There are a lot of fun videos out there, like certain trends that you can try that just also might avenue you into your new passion. So it just all connects to just having fun, being creative, finding a passion, and just trying new things. Really, really good things about social media. Number 3 is the confidence you will gain. This comes with time, but you will gain confidence, and hopefully it will trickle over to your real everyday life. Because I know for me in my job, I lead a lot of meetings, I have to do presentations, and I used to be so scared. But since posting on social media, and I know that like millions of people have seen my content, I'm like, whatever, like I can go embarrass myself, and it is what it is, because I'm not perfect and I'm just a human, and I've just gained that confidence through posting and just honestly not really caring. If you act confident, nobody will question you. Finally, the 4th good thing, I mean, there's probably more, but these are just the things that I jotted down. The 4th thing is that you can make friends and build a community to then build even more things. And I've noticed that this is why I'm over here on YouTube, is because on YouTube, you can build so much more of a community because people subscribe to your channel to actually come back and watch your videos. Where on TikTok, even when you like follow somebody, you don't see their content. It is very much just For You page scrolling. It's literally for people that have an attention span of 10 seconds, like not actually building like a big community and people to grow with, if that makes sense. So I'm really excited to take this YouTube journey. I'm having a lot of fun making long form content. It can be very hard because it takes more time, and that leads me into the bad in a minute, but it is a lot of fun. So you can really build that community over here. Also, Instagram is one where you can build the community, but TikTok, I just find it really hard. TikTok is good for like binding, like people finding you, and then you have to bring them over to like a different platform. I will say I am scared of Instagram. I have not like jumped into posting over there, and I don't know why. I just don't feel like it's a I don't know, like on YouTube and TikTok it's made for videos and this type of content, but on Instagram I'm still stuck back in 2015 where it has to be like aesthetic. It's just for posting pictures, and I don't know, maybe I'll get there one day, we'll see. But now let's jump into the bad things about posting on social media. So number one, it is a lot of work. It's so easy to look at these content creators and think they have such an easy job. They just get up and they film themselves and that's it. That's really not how it is. You have to put a lot of time into your content because just filming like everyday vlogs don't necessarily always grab people. Like you need to make videos that draw people in, and then you can slowly start incorporating vlogs like into your content. And it also takes a lot of time to plan what videos, have like a content calendar, edit the videos. Like editing takes so much time. I promise you, when you're looking at a simple everyday vlog on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, even YouTube, you're like, oh, this looks like cute, fun, easy. It probably took hours to edit that video. Those ones of people when they're cleaning their house and it's like the rag is like moving and you can't even see their hand, it probably takes a half hour just to do that clip. It is actually insane, and especially if you're doing this part-time, like me, I'm in grad school, and I work full-time, and I'm trying to do content creation on the side. You have to set a realistic expectation for yourself, and that's why starting on YouTube, I said I'm going to post once a week on Fridays, and that's all I can do right now. I'm not going to commit to doing 2 videos a week because I know I can't do that, and even just doing 1 a week is quite challenging right now because it's in the middle of summer and I have so much going on, but that's what I want to try to stick to, and that's something that I know I can realistically do if I put the time into it. So it is a lot of work, and you just have to remember to set those expectations. Don't forget that it's not just something easy, honestly. Like, I know that sounds just straightforward, but it's really not easy. It's a lot of work. Number 2, when you aren't seeing growth, it's going to be really easy to want to stop. When you don't see your subscriber count going up, your follower count going up, when your views are going down, you're going to get very discouraged and you're going to be like, well, I'm just going to stop. The best thing to remember in that moment is social media, just like the housing market, just like anything, goes up and down, especially on TikTok. Like, that's why I'm just I still post over there, but that's why I'm really moving over here, because YouTube is the most like consistent, I feel like. And like I said, you have those subscribers in that community that come back and actually watch your videos, where TikTok, they have TikTok jail, like, or views jail or whatever, where you're only getting 200 views, and then your next video you're getting millions, but then your next like 10 you get literally like 500. It's just so all over the place, and the algorithms can really mess with that. So just try not to let it discourage you, and just stick to you and what you're doing. Stick to your plan. You've put a lot of work into it already, so just keep going, because a lot of the times when you post that new video, that's the one that could go big. That's the one that you can find people from. So you just need to ignore all the noise and try not to get discouraged, as hard as it can be, because I know, like, for me, I definitely have had times where I'm not seeing any growth. I'm putting so much time into it, and I'm like, why am I even doing this? At the end of the day, just keep going. You're gonna be happy that you did. I've taken about 2 breaks, I think, on TikTok when I stopped posting, like long breaks, months, not just like a week or a few days, because I do that now. Like, I don't post every day on TikTok, but I've taken months off and then come back because I miss it, because of all those good things of it is fun, it is creative, and it does help me gain confidence, and I want to build a community. So that's why I do keep coming back. But remember, it's a lot of work, and to not stop if you aren't seeing growth, because you'll figure out what's going to work. It just takes time. It's a very long form. It's a marathon, not a sprint. On TikTok, it might feel like a sprint because you can have a video go viral and get 1 million views and you get like 10,000 followers. That's kind of what happened to me. But then nothing really happens out of it a ton. But that's why, like YouTube, for example, it is a marathon. I only get a couple subscribers every few days, but I know in the end, if this keeps continuing, I could have like 500 new subscribers by this time next year. So it's just really exciting to see that growth. So when you're not seeing it, it makes you want to stop, but don't. I promise you, it's going to be worth it. And number 3 of the bad of posting on social media, the trolls. People can be so mean, and you really have to learn to have tough skin. And at first, when I first started getting all of my mean comments, I was like heartbroken and I was distraught. And my husband, now husband, he was my boyfriend or fiance at the time, would always tell me, like, Emily, they're just people like posting behind a screen on social media. Like, why do you care? And I'm like, because like it hurts. Like, you want, when you're putting yourself out there and sharing content, you of course want positive feedback. Like, that's what everybody wants in life. You don't want people to be mean and come at you, but it's gonna happen no matter what. And I actually was just listening to the Pursuit of Wellness podcast from Mari Llewellyn. They're the Bloom, she's like the Bloom creator, CEO. And her and her husband made that company. And she literally said something, I'm not going to say it word for word, I know I'm not, but it was something along the lines, if you don't have people that hate you and that are like looking down on you, then you're not doing good enough, because you are never going to make everybody happy. You are never going to have everybody like you. And it's actually normal for people to just dislike you and be mean, which is sad, the world we live in, but that's why you have to just act confident and just keep working hard and doing you, and honestly ignore it as much as you can. Try not to read into it. I know I had one video that went viral on TikTok and people were like being so mean about me and saying things about me that obviously they have no idea what type of person I am. And I just have to ignore it and just remember that I'm the one putting myself out there and making content while these people are sitting behind a screen just saying mean things. So you literally just have to ignore it. All right, now let's dive into the reason you're probably here, and that is overcoming the fear of posting on social media if you want to get started and become a content creator. So number 1, it's not very groundbreaking. Honestly, just start. Like, just start and pick a platform and start on that. YouTube Shorts, YouTube long forms, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Instagram pictures, like whatever you want to do, pick something and just start. And you can start so small. If you're scared of posting your face and talking like face to camera, you don't even have to do that. Linda Sun is somebody who's a great example. She does talk to the camera a little bit, but her videos are literally montages of her life, and she does amazing voiceovers. She does show her face and everything, but you can find ways to make content without just talking to the camera, because that is the scariest thing at first, is just doing this. This is the scariest. On TikTok, like, I watched my videos from years ago when I would just talk to the camera. My voice was different. You could tell I was just shy and like reserved. And now I'm like, hey, don't care, because you gain that confidence over time. So literally just start. I promise you it's going to be worth it. Start small, set a goal for yourself, try to set a cadence of, I'm going to post at this time every week, just to stay consistent, because if you don't, you're probably not going to build it into your life, and it's not really going to become like a long-term thing. Number 2, embrace your imperfections. It's so easy to think that you have to look picture perfect when you're posting on social media. You have to have your hair done and your makeup done, and you have to say everything right, and you can't stumble over your words. Screw that. That is not realistic. Even when you are watching VPs and presidents presenting at companies, they don't say everything 100% correct. They stumble. They make mistakes. Like, nobody is perfect. And I feel like now more than ever, people are craving authenticity and realness. So literally just frickin' post. Like, I used to like actually do my hair and makeup for making TikToks, and granted this was back in COVID when I had nothing else to do, so I would get ready and just like make videos. My best TikToks now are me truly laying on this couch with a messy bun, no makeup. And I'm like, I don't care anymore, because I'm not gonna fake myself and be like a person who gets super glammed up and ready every day, because that's not how I am. I like to just be comfortable, look somewhat presentable if I have to go somewhere, but I don't do a ton of hair and makeup, and this is just me. So that's how I'm gonna come in front of the camera, because I wanna be real and nobody really cares. I wanna use Sam Sulak as an example. I actually wrote this down because he literally picks up his camera and just talks. He doesn't even like edit. It's amazing though. He's become one of the biggest YouTubers, and his growth has been one of the biggest and fastest because of his authenticity, and people just love how real he is. And he's just like a normal dude, and he's not flashy. He drives this like old car, even though he's making probably millions at this point on YouTube. And it's very eye-opening. I'm loving that everybody's going to this trend of just normalcy, realism, underconsumption. That's a big one. I'm really loving the underconsumption core trend or whatever that is right now. All about that, because I feel like for so long, TikTok Shop and Amazon links were being pushed so hard, and everybody was becoming consumed in this overconsumption, and we're getting away from that. I'm kind of going on a rant. I was talking about embracing imperfections, because nobody's perfect and everybody's over people acting like they're perfect. We want authenticity, okay? Number 3 of overcoming fear, if you want to start posting on social media and become a content creator, is don't forget that everybody started somewhere. Like, your videos are cringe, okay? Everybody's videos are cringe when they first start out. And even like now, like, people could look at this and be like, wow, this is a really cringy video. Don't care. I'm acting confident. I'm doing what I want to do. It is what it is. Like, the big influencers and content creators didn't start with hundreds of thousands of subscribers and followers. They started at the bottom just like everybody else. You just have to remember that everybody started at ground zero, basically, and like look at where these people are now, and remember that you can do that too. And I love thinking, like, if somebody else did it, why can't I do it? That's what I love to remember. So they all started somewhere too. And if you think your videos are cringy, they probably thought their videos were cringy too, and look where they are now, making millions on social media. So seriously, don't get caught up in the fact that you don't have a ton of subscribers and followers right away, because they didn't either. And that's why it's a long-term game, and that's why you grow. And finally, number 4, even if nobody is watching your content, remember that you will have it forever. Like I said in the bad, it's very easy to get worked up in the fact that nobody's watching your videos and you're not getting views and you're not growing. But until you delete the videos, or for some reason YouTube or TikTok just disappears and you never see your content, you're gonna have this stuff forever, which is so cool. Like, I love looking back at my day in the lives on TikTok. Like, back when I lived with my in-laws, it's so funny to watch like how I function day to day to now being in like my own house and having all these responsibilities, like how my life was as a 21-year-old versus now how it is at a 25-year-old. It's so different, and I love watching how I've grown. I even have a lot of YouTube videos that are private that I posted years ago that I love to go back and watch. I have ones from literally my first year of college. Like, I was like 17, 18 years old, and I watched those videos, and it's so cool. And that's something to remember if you are struggling with the growth part and you're getting very discouraged, is just start doing it for you then. Remember that it's like a digital diary, okay? And you're gonna have this forever to one day show your kids. If you're not gonna have kids, look back at it yourself, show your family. Like, it's just really, really cool. Don't worry if nobody's watching. Just do it for you, okay? I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say before I wrap up this video. I'm sure if I start rambling, I'm just gonna end up repeating myself, because I truly think I did say everything that I need to say. Just start, act confident, nobody will question you. Don't get discouraged about not seeing the growth right away. It's a long-term game. You can have so much fun and be so creative. You can find a new passion. Oh, I guess I do have one more. It kind of goes with overcoming the fear of posting, but it's more about just like finding what you're gonna post, which I can make a whole different video about that. I recommend, everyone always says to niche down. I'm so against niching, because you change as a person, your goals change, your activities change, your life changes, and I think it's so much more beneficial to post multiple things from different niches, different types of videos, and find what works. And then once you find what works, start to build off that, and you can obviously still do like other things and see if like something else takes off. But literally just start, that's what I'm saying, just start small, just start posting. Just start posting random things. You don't need to have one niche. I'm so over the niche thing. Like, let's just post. Let's just have fun, okay? I think I need to end this here, or I'm gonna just like keep rambling. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did enjoy it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment. Let me know if you want to see anything else, if you want any other advice, tips about social media, or just like life in general. Like, I can try to throw out some life tips. I mean, I'm making it through day by day trying to survive. Okay, I need to end this. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.